From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of three here in this Christmas Day spectacular. The Raiders and Chiefs are underway. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Herbert to throw right away. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Throwing first play is Herbert. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Miller, the man in motion. Herbert now. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Hey, go Lion.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. The Chiefs in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And trouble trying to middle here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Let's go. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, run!
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Room here to run. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
13, Luke, sink right.
On play action, Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll flip this out to Evans. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Lawrence got an open man at Schwartz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration, because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Motion man is Schwartz. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Anthony Schwartz from 4 yards out. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's 3rd and 3. Herbert. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Station 24. Go, let's go. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Go.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Going up top for Miller. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go.
Lawrence will throw. And a catch right side by Evans. Dances by him. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence, eluding the pressure right. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Got his open man. It's Mallory. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hey, Lion. 11. Great job.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Jupiter. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Easy. Read a 24. Read a 54.
Now Lawrence. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this returnable for Hill. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. T. Higgins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And they certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. And the slot man goes in motion left.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
30 left.
A loss of a yard.
Take right open.
Fourth down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Anthony Schwartz.
56 yards.
And the Raiders have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On second down, here's Herbert. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
21. Hey, Ray. Ready?
Here's Herbert. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Herbert changing things up.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Chubb will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. So we raise the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use
yeah.
in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. There he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Anthony Schwartz, 45 yards. And the Raiders stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then they're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Again, Herbert. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now it's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert back to the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jalen Hyatt with an amazing diving catch. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
That's to the tight end, Mallory.
And he's got this down to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of will.
There he goes, right side. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
There he goes, left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up.
And he's going to go down. Safe back at the 13-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. Incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Hey, easy, easy, easy. We're going orange, 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 orange.
They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run with Chubb. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Raiders 45, Chiefs 21.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Kappa. Set.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Going deep this time for Miller. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Lawrence's throw caught by Higgins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?